Los Angeles controls the tap.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. To Leonard. And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. JaVale McGee. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. Has a look. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. James into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Beverley to Leonard. Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
James to Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Beverley into the front court. Down 4. Short jumper off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4 to Davis. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Foul number 3 for the Los Angeles.
Patrick Beverley at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To James. Bradley, deep left corner. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. So Hits the first, misses the second. It's Cook with the basketball. Leads just a point. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Beverly to George. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Kyle Kuzma for three. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Slam dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
To Kyle Kuzma.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
And stuffs it home.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Leads three. Montrezl Harrell swats it. Lakers able to recover. Anthony Davis missed his first. That one goes.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
George to Williams. Leonard to Paul George. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
The assist from
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers. Jay and I return to the City of Angels after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
LeBron James can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
So many times you can tell if a player's going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Kyle Kuzma with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Leonard to George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Los Angeles, they have it to Kyle Kuzma. Oh, had him going there for a second. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Beverly. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Bradley to James. Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Bradley to James. Kyle Kuzma. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Leonard to Paul George. Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
JaVale McGee to Danny Green. Finish that. The follow won't go either. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To James. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, he had him there for a second. Kuzma to Bradley. From long range. Not that time. He misses. Leonard to George. Kawhi Leonard. Wide open look, won't go. Lakers ball. Danny Green to James. Fires the three. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the homeless in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this
Leonard
community event.
to Paul George. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ivica Zubac. Couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Danny Green to James. Around the perimeter. Bradley to Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's James controlling the offense. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Lets it fly from long range. And Lou Williams, he doesn't miss many of those. A wide open look for 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Shot from the lane won't go. That's it for the first half with the Lakers in command.
Back back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action. Let's go. Pick him up.
Bradley to Davis. Oh, had him going there for a second. Curling inside. And 2 for AD. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
James to Bradley. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Beverly. Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Davis. Paul George snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
James, tough matchup against George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. No good. Defense catching a break there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
The drive, right to the back, stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
4-3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Beverly. And the Lakers have the rebound. Davis to Bradley. Baseline drive. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to George. Probing the defense. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. LeBron matched up with Paul George. JaVale McGee to James. Oh, he had him there for a second. Bradley. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Beverly to Paul George. And McGee there for the rebound. Rocking the rim. Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Kyle Kuzma tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Clippers have the basketball. From the outside, no good. Danny Green to Bradley. Gets it in the right corner. Down low for Davis. To Caldwell Pope. Bradley. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down. George. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Leonard to Williams. Whoa, Williams! Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Leonard. Not that time. Scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Beverly into the front court. His guys down big.
On your right, on your right.
Williams. It was right there. Danny Green down for McGee. To Bradley. Nothing going here on that drive. Over to the right side. 5 to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Here's Leonard for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
James against George. Davis knocks it down.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Anthony Davis! Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
George. Kawhi Leonard. Deep 2 there, won't go. Danny Green. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
JaVale McGee sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George lets it fly. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Los Angeles has the basketball. Beyond the arc for 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. To George. Shot won't go. Danny Green, deep right corner. Oh, had him going there for a second. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Can't connect from in close. Harkless. Good look that time, but off the mark. The follow won't go either. LBJ with it.
I got ball.
Sizing up the defense.
You got the screen right.
LeBron
Screen
here
right.
against Harkless. For 3, tough shot. Well defended. George buries it on the catch and shoot. Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.